Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this week's video we've got a lot going on as we normally do. Grunty pigs. And we've got this. So during the course of watering I've moved these little fellas and they snapped off. So this is a butternut squash. So as you can see I threw a lot of that in with the pigs and now Cindy's wearing it as decoration. So while it's a bit warm outside I'm going to get the trusty old table saw out here somewhere and make some shelf brackets for the aircon unit that goes in the gym.
Right, let me just
This month €276 and we finally moved the ducks into their new enclosure. So it's about 8 o'clock in the evening and we're both doing our chores. Angie's watering everything up by the house. Don't you dare! And I'm just going to go and show you, I've been watering down in the vegetable garden and it's time to harvest, so I need the wheelbarrow. I'll show you what I'm going to pick up. So during the course of watering I've moved these little fellas and they snapped off. So this is a butternut squash and so are these two. Also have a little tomato, which is probably the Corsal de Boy, probably the best one we've grown this year because they tend to get cracked and split and blossom end, rot and stuff. This one's fine. So, but I'm going to go and show you the reason why I had to get the wheelbarrow. So I apologise for the wind noise, but we're in here and I'm just tracing back. This is a butternut squash and I'm tracing it back to where it started, which I think is all the way over here. Yes, this one. There's just one fruit on the whole plant. So I'm going to harvest this one, if I can get my knife out, because it's just about ripe. And then that'll leave us a bit of room for late summer crops, put it that way. So there we go. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's a lovely little Hokkaido pumpkin. So what I'm going to do is pull all that plant out of the ground because you see they form little roots along the way and they grow forever, but there's no other fruit on it, so it's pointless keeping on with that one. Where are we to? It goes on forever. So all those leaves can go on the compost. So we also have things that didn't quite make it, like this. A few other plants here, but nothing has come of them at all. Look, this one, nothing on it. So we're going to pull these out. Basically anything that's taking up space which could be used for growing further stuff, we're just going to pull it all out, yeah, because it's doing nothing, it's not producing anything. But what we have produced is this beast. So this, I'm going to trace back where this stem comes from, but I think this is the only fruit in the whole plant which has produced all these leaves all that way. And that's ripe, as you can tell it's hollow. So we're going to harvest this beauty and give room for these. Here we have watermelons and stuff like that, still going strong. So yeah, this one's going into the cold room. So as you can see, I threw a lot of that in with the pigs, and now Cindy's wearing it as decoration. But there, they'll chew some bits on that and get what they can out of it, obviously. What do you think, Bubs? Hey? So that's cleared a lot of that. These are all watermelons which are going to come on through the month of August now. As you can see, they're all flowering. So we should get more watermelons. We've had a few, not a great deal, but you know, give them time. And here, I'll show you these beauties in a minute. So with this one, I'm just going to harvest the fruit because there are still some female flowers, as you can see here, which may produce something. So if we reach down into here, somewhere, and find the stalk. Oh, it just broke off. So this is supposed to be a Hokkaido, but for some reason it's grown super long. But that's all good. And this one is off the same plant, but looks completely different. I have no idea. So we'll let these dry out on the patio here overnight, and then tomorrow they'll be going to their storage in the cold room. Isn't that right, Gilly? 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 Good boy? I just wanted to show you what the pigs have done down in this area where they are. As you can see, they've been digging underneath the orange trees, obviously looking for oranges which are less sharp than these here. These are just wild oranges and a bit sharp for the pigs. They tend to not like them because they're a bit sour. But they've dug all the way along here, which is great. I can reseed this with red clover and stuff because these guys will be moving soon. Well, not soon, but we will move them. So this paddock gets a rest. Hello. Hello. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? So what I did want to show you while we're down here is how much new growth from the orange trees, which are covered in brambles. You can see now all this new growth on them, and even in spots where we thought, like here and here, we thought all these branches were dead. You can see now all the new growth that's growing along them. It's just fabulous. Lovely to see. So this tree is really loving all the new daylight it's getting. As you can see, all these new leaves everywhere. Yeah, even on these old dead looking branches, look, we're still getting leaves come through, so that's great. And the same with the other, with this one, which is evidently covered in brambles. We've got green leaves, brand new growth coming through everywhere. And the same on this one. See all the new growth coming through the brambles. We're not pulling the brambles out of the trees now, because what we found is when you pull these, they're sharp. It pulls off the new growth because the new growth is quite soft. So we thought we'd just leave it, and this stuff up here will eventually die off and fall to the floor. And here's the lemon tree. The same thing has happened to this. Look, you can see the new growth up here, all coming through everywhere, and all the brambles are dying off. So that's great news. And of course the pigs have been down here, and as you can see, cleared everything fairly well. There's a few ferns going back through, and I'm going to lower the level in the overspill level in the well, or in the water mine, because this flow down here now, yeah, it's just stopped to a trickle. As you can see, there's hardly anything coming through, and it's definitely not running like a stream like it was. So I'll have to go and adjust that, I think. But I did make another little place for these guys, which I will be improving when we get a mini digger in one day. I've made a little pond for them here with a few of the blocks that we had for the beehives to sit on. As you can see now, we've got a lovely clear water pond here, and you can see they've obviously been using it quite a bit. There's still water. You can just make it out here. Hang on, if I can like that, you can just make out the water there running. So this is running underground now, this stuff, but it's still there. So while it's a bit warm outside, I'm going to get the trusty old table saw out here somewhere and make some shelf brackets for the aircon unit that goes in the gym.
Y si nos entregamos y lo perdemos por completo, y si nos tiramos a que esto sea cierto, lo que revelaste en tan poco tiempo, una mina de oro.
So there we are, both brackets made up. Now all I've got to do is fix them to the wall and get rid of this. Oh, it's a bee. Hello mate, what are you doing?
Y nos perdemos por completo, y si nos olvidamos de que todo es un secreto, aprendimos a ver amor, y si es bueno, soltémonos los dos, prendamos ese fuego, y si nos entregamos y nos perdemos por completo, y si nos animamos a vivir un sueño nuestro, aunque no sea fácil, no siento lo imposible. Esta historia nuestra ya es irreversible. Ra-ra-ra-ra-ra. Amor del bueno, aprovechemos a vivir este momento. Amor del bueno, dejo mi alma, daré todo, hago un intento. Amor del bueno, aprovechemos a vivir este momento. Amor del bueno, dejo mi alma, le doy todo, hago un intento.
So all we have to do is turn it on. Just like that. I need a chair.
A few moments later.
I think we need a battery for the remote. And so showing currently 31 in here. I'm going to show you inside. So So it's all set up, as you can hear. It's not a jet plane, it's that thing. I've made a little cowling to fit on the inside, or where it joins the wall, out of some leftover foam we had from one of our electric bikes. All I'm going to do now is I'll go and feed the pigs, leave it for half an hour, and I'll show you the temperature difference between in here, which is currently 34, but that's because this is generating heat. So it's taking basically it's taking the heat from this room. Well, no, it's taking the heat out of that room, blowing cold air in, and yeah, making it hot in here. So I've just going now it's been about half an hour. Just step in the room. It's a bit noisy to get near, but you know, with any sound quality. You see the little hood I've made. I'll just show you some temperatures in here. So this is the outlet pipe. The room. And now we'll go into the cold room. Ooh, shut the door behind me. Yeah, it's much more comfortable in here to be working. And as you can see, we've already started stocking up with our butternut squashes and Hokkaido pumpkins and this huge, we think it's a boar flat white. It's about nearly 18 inches across, nearly, what's that, 450 mil? Yeah. You can see I put a little trim around the edge as well. Basically when I'm in here working, whether we're cutting up duck or chicken or other things, vegetable storage, everything can be stored in here in the cool. This will only be on, oh it's lovely. This will only be on when there's someone in here, because it's so well insulated in here. Just your body heat, it gets too hot because it's a very, very small room. So while you're in here having that thing on, probably costs us about €2 an hour to run, but I won't be in here more than hour and a half at any one time. So awesome. Cold room finished and working.
Hello, darling. Why are you on your knees?
Crying. So we've just received our electronic water bill, which is normally 20 to 25 euros a month. Great for us. This month.
Right, let me just.
This month, 276 euros. So I went out to the water meter, which is spinning around like a mad thing, and we've come to the conclusion there's a leak. I found out where the leak is. It's between here and the outdoor shower, which is one of the few pieces of pipe in the whole house which goes underground.
So yes, as you can just see, it's
this pipe. So I'm taking it off and putting a blank on it, and I'll turn the water back on just to reaffirm that this is the pipe that's leaking.
So it is buried under our patio.
Yeah.
Which is a tad annoying, but yeah. So you'll probably nip up and look at them, do the meter thing, yeah, and I'll turn taps off and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll disconnect this first.
Okay.
Just mopping up some water that was in the pipe.
Very expensive water that was in the pipe.
Oh, I can't believe that. So that must have been leaking all month.
Well, the thing is,
all of July.
Yeah, last time when that wasn't too bad because I say too bad. That was fairly obvious when we had the burst water near the mains incoming, because that was very obvious. Luckily, our neighbour drove by and got a free car wash. But this,
So I've disconnected that.
Like Nick just said, it was must have happened at very beginning of last month, and yeah, because where the meter is, it's not something that we pass daily, so we're going to have to do a little bit of titivation on that, I think. So again, always handy to have a few spare plumbing parts kicking around, isn't it?
Yeah, put the rubber in. That. Get out of the way. Okay, that's done up. Now if I turn this on,
Hopefully it doesn't burst off.
so that's all watertight there now, and with a blank on the end, yeah? So I'll go on the bike and ride out to the water meter. So I'm off out to the water meter. Okay, so I'm here at our water meter, which the door's blown off, and if you can see there's no movement. Okay, fairly obvious. So what I'll do, that's obviously the water's on and we have no leak. Hang on. So what I'll do now is call Ange on the walkie-talkie. Alright babe.
So leave it on?
Just turn on the tap there on the sink.
Right, tap on.
Hang on. So now, as you can see, the little dial's going around, which means there's water flowing, yeah? So I'll call Ange again. Okay, turn the tap off.
Tap off.
And now you can see the little dial has stopped moving. So obviously the leak is between where I just put that bung and the shower, which is a shame. So as you can see, none of this is leaking. So that piece of pipe, this piece of pipe here, that goes to, hang on, yeah, the pipe goes under this, under the patio concrete here, comes out here to the outdoor shower. So somehow, I'm not going to dig all this up, but somehow we have to re-plumb this so we get water to the shower again. And rather suspiciously, something I noticed this morning, this tree right next to where the leak is doing exceptionally well.
It's looking quite lush, isn't it?
Looking quite lush, and now we know why. So as you can hear, Ange is doing her domestic chores, and in so doing she discovered another leak, believe it or not. I'll show you where it is. So in the cupboard next to the dishwasher we have a vegetable rack on wheels so they can slide it where we want to use it. In here it's very low light. Oh, she's wrapped it up now. I've turned the water off, but this joint, this T-joint, is actually split down the middle, so I'll just take that off a minute and I'll show you what's happened to it. So here's the joint. I'll just be undoing these and I'm replacing the joint, and then I'll show you where the damage is in a minute. So we get water everywhere. There. Right, Ange.
Let me see where the damage is.
to be honest, no.
Okay. It's not the tap then, is it?
Yeah, hey. No, it's definitely this that was leaking. So strangely enough, there doesn't seem to be any damage to this bit where I thought was cracked along the back here. It's not, and it seems to be holding pressure. So I'm going to put it all back together, and maybe when the vegetable trolley it's moved the joint or something, and it's just, I have no idea, but I'm going to put it back together and test it again, see if it leaks. So I'm just, there it all is. I'll put it all back together again. I'm just going to turn the water on. So what I'll do is, while she does that, I'll just film. That's really weird. See if we get any leaks. Out there. See that little leak there? It's definitely leaking. It's in between the joint. Don't know if that makes any sense. I'm going to point it out with. Yeah, I'm going to have to replace it because. Can you get me a piece of kitchen roll, please? Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that little drip of water here.
So it's leaking still.
Yeah. So I'll take it apart again. See there? Yeah, it's forming again. So it's right where it's been moulded, I should think. Right in the corner there. Tiny little drip, you can see it there forming now. Wow. So there we go, new joint fitted, as you can see. Angie's just about to turn the water on, so here's the moment of truth. Should hear a thump in the pipe anyway. There we go. And no leaks. Great success. So as I had to go into town to get a load of plumbing stuff to repair the cracked joint, I also got some more plumbing bits and some pipe. Yeah, so I can repair the line from here to the shower. So I'll do that now. Okay, so I've cut my pipe. I'm now going to shove this end all the way down 5 meters over to there. Let's see if it works. Some shots that I'm doing. Oh dear, hope 5 meters was long enough. Ah, we seem to have met a problem. Maybe the bend's too tight. Oh no. So as you can see, I've got about 6 inches, 150mm hanging out this end. And it's not come out this end. But luckily, if you look down there, you can just see the end of it. So the end of the pipe's here. So if I cut this one down a bit, we should be okay. Whew. So there we go. All the new pipe now up the old pipe, the new white pipe there, with the various connections to make it fit from 16mm now to to 25 mil. And then the other end, I've put a tap, an inline tap this time. It's a gas tap, but it makes no difference really. To the shower, so if I turn that on, I'm going to get wet. Okay. Bit of air in the line. So here we are in the cold room now, eventually, finally serving its purpose. So all butternut squashes, melons, etc., all that stuff. Olive products, garlic and things, and olives on their own, and jams, preserves, chutneys, tomato sauces, spiced pears, kombuchas, elderflower, come on brain work, apple cider vinegar, elderflower champagne, plum wine in the back there, hazelnuts and almonds, all our own produce, which is great. Oh, lime pickle as well. So yeah, we're keeping the eggs in here now because it's getting too hot for the eggs in the kitchen. So yeah, great, really pleased. And we finally moved the ducks into their new enclosure. So here we go. The ducks are in the house. I'm going to show you now. But before that, Anne said this morning when she went to give everything fresh water that the water was brown. So I went to the water mine, had a look at our pump, and I think I found the problem. You'll love this. Yeah, this is the filter from our water mine. I mean, we don't drink this, this is for the animals, but we don't want the animals drinking dirty water. So this looks like probably iron deposits in the water. Very high in high in iron. But I've changed the filter and it's all clear now. As you can see, this is the dirty water I run off, and now we have clean water. So I'm going to take these down for the ducks. Let's try it this way. So, the ducks have moved in. They've obviously been using their water because it's all dirty there to wash in. The youngsters are all growing up now. And just fill in the water with fresh water from the well instead of the dirty stuff that we did have. And I don't know, they're a bit dubious about going in and out their little house for the minute. Did they all come out this morning, Ange?
Only when I left the door open.
Maybe we should do that because it is a bit cooler in there. We're going to leave them in here for a couple of days, just so
they know this is their home.
They know this is their home, and they come back here in the evenings, hopefully.
Oh, they have been in there because there's fresh poo in there because I cleaned it out.
Oh, fresh poo.
How exciting!
Oh, you can see the back of the door now as well. Yep, so there we go. That's only the one mum. What's the other one over there? Look at that. Here. Now they're all going in. We think they're a bit afraid of the door, the automatic door for the minute.
Although these guys use the chicken one.
Yeah.
So maybe
it's just something new they'll get used to.
Yeah, so we'll keep them. So
look at that, open the door, they've all gone in.
Just give this a clean out.
Yeah, so we've got little drinkers on here.
Yeah, these are really good. I mean, they do get...
The automatic fill, so it's automatic fill with fresh water, because ducks are notoriously, if you put a bowl down for them,
they'll puddle it.
It turns into that. But they're washing in this, so that's fine. but we want them to be drinking clean water all the time. So there we go.
And a couple of times, well.
And it is quite cool in here actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually.
Yeah, we put a perch up there. They'll get used to where everything is. They'd like these Muscovy ducks like to perch up quite high, don't they? Let's have a sneak preview of what's going on in here. What's going on in here?
What I'd also do is just give this another top.
This is topping up from the pond water, or top pond.
Just shows how much they do actually use it, because you know they'll go in for a wash.
Yeah, because that was top right up this morning. Yeah?
Yes. So what? Obviously, when we get the rings set in, and we'll have a proper drain on
Yeah,
this.
so we intend to replace this with a concrete ring with a drain pipe coming out the bottom, and then we can plant trees out there, and every day or every couple of days when Ange changes the water in here, it'll water the trees, so that'll be great. So there we go. Happy ducks, I think.
Well, I don't know. I think they're a little bit. I think they want to get out a bit more. They're just going to have to
get used to it.
Yep.
For a couple of days. Make sure you know where you live, and then you're out. So on that note, we've got this wet stuff coming out everywhere.
It's leaking.
On that note, oh look, I forgot to tell you, we put another extra shade up over the ducks, so they're nearly half of their area now is in shade, which is a good thing here.
Yes.
So yeah, that's it. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a big fat like up here, and if you liked it and you're not subscribed, please, it helps us a lot.
It's free.
Subscribe, and if you liked it and you subscribed, please give that little notification bell a ring, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
So as I said, I lowered the water level outlet in the well, and as you can see, the water started running again, so I'm very, very pleased about that. It also means we have total control over water levels around the whole farm, which is great. I've just lowered the level of the actual top level of the water main by 2 inches, that's all. Quick update on all the little chicks that we had are no longer little chicks. They're all growing up with this little tufty, almost punk looking hairdo. I don't know if you can see them in the shade there. See this pure white one with feathery feet. So we are at one of our subscribers who's turned into a friend, Mark's place in a secret location in Portugal, and he's bought this ruin, and he said to me I needed a gate post for the sliding gate. He said I could have one of these, and I got here and discovered they're over 3 meters long, and this the route in and out of here isn't the easiest, and he's also got this and that one over there as well. So
We might need to come up with another plan.
we need another plan, because there's no way I can carry that all this way. But what a lovely location, and that's going to be a cracking house, but needs a lot of work, obviously.
There's another building there.
There's these, another building here. Wow. It's obviously been busy here clearing ground around it. Looks like it's been abandoned for many, many years. What's this? Little pig house, or?
Yeah, could do.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. This would be a little pig house, little door on the front here. jungle.
The only way is to somehow get it to be dragged.
Yes, maybe I'll come back with a saw, cut one a bit shorter, and drag it out this way. So, thanks for watching, guys. Just to tell you, a little extra bonus here. Next week's my birthday on Wednesday, and we may well be having a huge surprise. So stay tuned next week.
Oh, you lucky boy.